tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
You'll know real when you get it. It'll say eBay Authenticity Guarantee, and you'll feel it. Maybe it's a head-turning handbag, a watch that says it all, jewelry that makes you look like the gems, sneakers and streetwear so fresh every step feels fly.
When it comes to style and luxury, eBay gets it. They're making sure the things that you love are checked by experts. Not just any experts, specialized experts. Real people who love this stuff. With real hands-on authentication experience.
So when you see that shiny blue checkmark that says Authenticity Guarantee, shop with confidence. Every inch, stitch, sole, and logo is verified authentic through a detailed inspection. That's how you know that eBay's got your back.
Because when you finally step into those sneakers, put on that watch, get your real gold glow up, swing that handbag over your shoulder, or step out in that streetwear, you'll realize that feeling is unlike any other.
With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, you can trust that feeling of real is always in reach. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal. Visit ebay.com for terms.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Happy, is it Wednesday or Friday? What day is this?
It's Wednesday.
Okay. You know what? It's been a whirlwind. Is January over yet?
Nope, we're still in it. And it's
How you doing
snowing
with those
right
resolutions,
now.
Everyone?
Yeah, but it's snowing here in New York, and I
It
love
is.
that.
It's beautiful out right now. It is beautiful. I just looked out my window.
Welcome to Fat Mascara. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to Fat Mascara. I feel like I want to shout out our different people. Welcome, Wyoming. Welcome, Warsaw. Welcome, Sydney. Welcome, Jersey. Welcome. We've got a lot of listeners. And I am really excited when we hear from listeners, and you guys are all over the place.
Yeah.
When we get very provincial and we start talking about what's going on here in the New York area, I'm like, just pan out.
Acknowledge that everyone is not here in New York City.
Are everywhere.
We're just bringing a little bit of New York to you wherever you
City.
live. We will bring
Dublin.
What else can we bring? Some pizza rats, some snow, some loud people, a lot of traffic and potholes. What else we got? Entertainment, museums, art, and Fat Mascara headquarters.
Fat Mascara.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm Jen, by the way. She's Jess.
I'm Jess.
Yeah.
Well, you know what everyone did see around the world this week? That damn video of Kim Kardashian. Not everyone, let's be real.
Oh,
not everyone.
I'm so glad
a
you
lot
brought
of
this up.
us. Well, ever since I took the New York Post app off my phone and the Daily Mail app, I miss out on a lot of things, and I'm the better for it.
Except this was impossible to avoid.
Yeah. No, I was following a lot of really dark stuff, a lot of dark sensationalist stuff, and it was really bumming me out.
Yeah, we don't need that energy. Instead, we have frantic.
I became addicted. I became addicted to those apps. Go on.
Instead, we have frantic Kim Kardashian trying to get our eyeballs as she relaunches her Skin by Kim color cosmetics, lip liners, et cetera, et cetera. But that's not what's making noise. What's making noise is the video she did to launch this. For me, what was making noise immediately, I wasn't sure if other people were going to react to. People were reacting to, of course, Kim Kardashian has pictures of herself on a wall. Of course, she has a mannequin that's perfectly made to her proportions. Of course, all this. Then our girl Kim Kardashian goes into this room and has a tanning bed. Oh my. I got incensed first because I was like, this is the woman that told the New York Times she would eat poop if it made her look younger. And here she has a tanning bed. It just didn't track for me. So I was ready to like write up a segment and get all enraged with you at the news section. And then Susan Yara did this video and I was like, Susan's a genius sometime. She goes, guess what's happening here, people? She's like, she's trolling us.
She's baiting you.
She might have even bought that tanning bed for this video because she knew a bunch of beauty people like us would get enraged. The skinfluencers online would be like, how dare she have a tanning bed? This woman is smart. We've interviewed her. She's a very smart person. She knows not to go tanning. I don't think she uses that tanning bed. What do you think?
If she looks left, she knows that people are going to pay attention. You know, like she knows every move she makes is going to be dissected.
Especially one that's a little controversial.
Yeah, and she knows so much about skincare. So I don't think that she's like, wait a second, this is bad for me.
You think that she doesn't actually go in that tanning bed? Or do you think she uses it?
I don't know if she does or if she doesn't, but I don't think that she had a thought 30 minutes later, like, wait, maybe I shouldn't have.
No, I think
that's
she
going to cost me
planted
this.
No, on purpose. She put the tanning bed in.
You think she planted it on purpose?
Yes. She's too savvy.
Well, do you think she's going to launch something that's tanning beach sun related?
I think nobody was going to get super excited, though they do look lovely, about these 12 lip liners and 12 lipsticks. They're pretty. They're great. But it's very saturated time right now. We've already seen makeup from Kim. Why is this different? What can I do in my marketing push that's going to like give it a little zhuzh, a little jump? I'll make something controversial. I'll put a tanning bed in this little video and everybody's going to respond to that. And then they're going to be like, wait, why is Kim doing an ad? Oh, because she has new products. And then the products might sell.
Versus just, here's a tour, like Cribs tour.
Yeah. I thought she put it in there like as a little Easter egg to stir up some stitches on TikTok.
Well, you know what, Jen? You've proven the point because
here I fell for it.
I didn't know what she was launching.
Now I'm part of the machine.
Mission accomplished.
Should I rewind that and not have said
When are those lip liners available?
I don't know, and I don't know how much they cost. They did look nice. I got inspired. I did a little brownie lip for you today. You see that?
I did notice. Yeah, nice brownie
It's like
lip.
a little 90s thing. Let's not talk about her. Let's talk about candles. Do you have anything new burning? What's burning?
Listen, it's going to take me a couple weeks to get through my birchwood pine.
Oh, you still have your nest? I love when you said doorstopper.
Yeah, and you know what? My doorstopper, it's perfect. You know, we talked about whether or not it was, I forget what the word is, but like, can you still kind of burn those kind of Christmassy, piney candles?
Yes.
After the 25th?
Right.
It's snowy and beautiful out. This is the perfect time.
I also have a pine candle.
What is it?
From Jack Fur. It's a brand I found when I was doing that story for The Cut on natural candles. It's all essential oils. It's delightful.
The throw is good?
So that's what I found with all those natural candles, by the way. Not all of them. I didn't write about the ones that just couldn't fill a room. And the scents that filled the room the most were the piney, woodsy ones. Mm-hmm, There's no way you're going to find like a citrus or a floral or like a musk. You can't even do musk naturally. It's only a synthetic molecule. So so the pine ones were good, but this Jack Fur one, I really like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's cozy here at Shea Sullivan. Oh, guess what today is, by the way, everyone?
What?
Well, so Jess and I were so inspired. Remember we talked about Hug a Bunch last week and we had a little trip down memory lane. We've been getting a bunch of messages from people that were like, oh my God, the trigger that gave me, like other people knew.
Core memory unlocked.
Yeah, like of a certain age knew that. And we were feeling nostalgic. So Jess had this great idea. I'm just prepping you guys because it's coming after the news. We're going to do a little truncated news because we're going to step back in time to the days of when we were baby beauty editors and revisit a couple products that I'm not actually sure.
A couple? I brought more than a couple, Jen.
I brought a couple.
I don't know.
These are vintage. These are classic. These are throwbacks. May have been discontinued. These are beauty products that we just wanted to have a moment with.
I am so excited for that. So, Jen, let's get to the news now. Okay, let's deal with the now, and then let's go back to the past.
Got it. Okay, it's time for the news. And I feel like I'm just going to go right into the Sinus Corner because nobody liked the Sinus Corner last week. I got messages from other people who didn't like. I'm going to stay away from eyes.
What did they not like?
The tears thing. There just wasn't interesting. It was grossing people out.
It was gross.
Message received.
It was kind of like, not misogynist, but it was like messed up.
The gendering in it bothered you? Okay.
The gendering in it was fucked up.
Let's stop talking about it. It's fine. I've moved on to a better Science Corner. Let's all go. Let's go. It's going to be nice. Okay, how inspiring was our chat with Guy Belushi last week?
Oh, God, that was so great. What a great conversation.
I was just like, yes, tech can do good things. And here comes, not a couple days after that, some great news, good tech we need. The FDA has cleared the first Oh, it's AI powered. I forgot about this too. Here's where artificial intelligence really helps us. Medical device detects all 3 common skin cancers. So this is a device just approved by the FDA that is going to help doctors diagnose skin cancer. The DermaSensor device, it's affordable for doctors. It's a handheld tool that uses spectroscopy and algorithms and a little AI thrown in there to evaluate skin lesions for potential cancer. Here's the thing that's interesting. I was like, oh, but derms already know how to do this. They don't see it being just for derms. It's more for your general practitioner because a derm is really good at looking at, like, say, a bad mole and deciding if it's cancer. They're something like 97 or 98% accurate when they're looking at it with their loupe because they have training. But a regular primary care physician, it hovers around 83% depending on the type of lesion. So this tool is 96% to 97% accurate depending on lesion. So a doctor who might not be trained can hold it up like a little camera and look at the mole and say, yeah, we've got a problem. We've got to figure this out. And it just got cleared by the FDA. Do you love that?
Listen, anytime that technology can move healthcare forward, save lives, sure. Yeah, I'm into it.
I know. And the reason I was really excited about this, a new stat, this is 1 in 5 Americans will have some type of skin cancer by the age of 70. I actually just had a family friend text me. She's 55, which is like, you've had some years of sun, but she also wasn't a big tanner when she was young. She's obsessed with skincare. She sent me a picture, by the way, of her skincare cabinet. This woman knows her stuff. She like slathers on Elta MD all the time. She loves the Pillow Talk Derm line. She got diagnosed with a skin cancer. It's already been removed. She's doing fine. But it's just like the more we go out in the sun, the more we're being active, the more we're going to have these moles that need checking. And so the DermaSensor is here to do that. Okay. Remember our friends, the Stryker sisters?
Of course. Oh my God. Throwback.
Oh my God. We had all 3 of the sisters on the podcast. Anyway, they have Strike, the Beverly Hills beauty studio that they opened, right? They have a new service, and I think people are going to really like this. It's called a pigment removal service. Why?
What does that mean?
They're people that got microblading.
Oh.
Right? And didn't get great microblading, and or their skin reacted, and or the color is now fading and changing and like sort of altering colors. I see this all the time when I'm out and about. I can see the skin beneath the person's brow. If they're fair, it might look a little peachy. Or if it was black hair, sometimes it turns a little blue. You've seen the color change of microbladed brows, right?
For every great microblading job I've seen one that has not been awesome. So you got to be real careful with that.
You do. So clearly they saw this too. Brow specialist Eric Podner joined with Christy Stryker. They're developing this technique. Basically, they take an alkaline oxide solution. All the ingredients are like up on their website if you want to look at it. But they use a device that makes a micro perforation, sort of like microneedling, but not quite microneedling, to get the solution in there. It bonds to the pigment. And then as it exfoliates and heals, because it might scab, as it exfoliates and heals, the pigment is lifted out. Jess, I brought a before and after for you because I was impressed. Okay, please hold. I got to pull it up. Okay, here's the before and after.
Okay, the after is the one on the bottom, right?
Right.
But why did she want to get the top one look good? Don't you think?
Do you see right here? There's like a peachy shift. There's like her skin behind the hairs has this reddish pink color instead of like a beigey brown that is her brow hair.
It's a little hard.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm showing Jess through the screen.
But she definitely has very sparse brows. I could see why she definitely wanted it from the first place.
You can see why she wanted the microblading, but over time the color changed and it's not matching her brow hair anymore. It looks kind of pink. So she got the service, and I was this was one of the more impressive before and afters I've seen. I was like, okay, it lifted it out. Listen, they're not going to guarantee you that it's going to work on every skin tone, skin type, different colors. There is a possibility for scarring and things, so you definitely want to look into this. But if you're one of those people that got microbladed and you don't love the way that it's aging, this could soften the color in your skin. Also, I think the fact that this procedure came out is a big warning sign. Think before you microblade.
Yeah, that's the lesson I'm taking away. Not so much like I need to necessarily run and get this, recommend this to everyone, but it's like,
do your homework, because there's some like the feathery microblading that like you barely see and it's so natural and it ages well, but then you'll see these blocky pigments behind the eyes and that doesn't age well. So if you are not happy with the way your brows look, get yourself to Beverly Hills. Maybe you should get this treatment.
Yeah. Just get yourself to Beverly Hills.
And basically, just go to Beverly Hills.
Dublin. Yeah. Sydney.
Well, my thinking too was as other people in the industry see what they were able to do, we'll see some more innovation in this space because clearly other brow artists have noticed this as an issue. Somebody comes in, they're like, I don't like my brows. And I'm like, well, I can't fix that because you already have color in there that doesn't look good. So maybe we'll see more of this.
You know what I was thinking? This was just a passing thought, but like, when I wake up in the morning, like my lashes are so non-existent. I don't like the phrase like I need eyeliner, I need makeup, because I don't want to think that. I certainly don't want like my daughter to think that like I'm running from my makeup. But like I'm like, it would be nice to wake up and have eyeliner on or mascara on. But I'm like, people have done that. Yeah. That permanent eyeliner or like
I did the
lash
remember
tinting,
for my
but-
wedding, I did the temporary curl and tint. I wouldn't get it repeatedly because I don't think that would be great for your lash hairs, but it tinted them a dark black and
Yeah.
curled them. I was so great. I looked like I woke up having mascara on already. It just looked really pretty.
I would love that, but it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I think there's always like a little bit of a risk. I don't know. Maybe I got to talk to Give about this. That
Why Give?
is an innovation. 'Cause that is an innovation.
He
like
runs
that.
this huge department. He's like acquiring companies, and you're like, tell me more about the permanent
No,
eyeliner. Can you fix it?
Well, I think what Give could do is identifying a real need, and I would like some kind of device or some kind of thing that immediately I would, bam, like Judy Jetson style, have my liner on or my mascara on.
Oh, but you still want to be able to wash it off at the end of the day. You don't want like a
or maybe
semi-permanent-
in a week's time. I don't want like tattooed eyeliner.
Right. You want somewhere in between taking tattoo machine to your eye and
Yeah, I want something somewhat permanent. Almost like your hair dye. You know what I mean? Like how we like go to get the hair salon.
but you want it as eyeliner, whereas I'm telling you about lash tint. That's not what you want. You want
No,
a
and
little-
and lash tint too.
Okay, so you want lash line tinting and lash tinting.
Yep.
Okay.
Just so the eyes don't, like my eyes are like fade away. They like fade away.
All right. Put it out into the ether. We'll get that for you. Do you want to go back in time?
Just for a little bit, yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month slows. Full terms at mintmobile.com.
Tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Hey fam, this episode of Fat Mascara is proudly brought to you by LolaVie, the award-winning hair care line founded by the fabulous Jennifer Aniston. You know who she is, you know her hair. You actually know this line because we've talked about it before.
The first time I tried LolaVie, I was like, okay, celebrity line. Let's see how you get on with it. This is one of the best hair products I've ever tried in my life. It's the LolaVie Glossing Detangler. It gets through my thick, long hair, and you cannot underestimate the actual like vehicle in which it's packaged in. It gives you the perfect amount of spray. It's not like, it's
It is such a good product. I totally agree. And great ingredients. Everything in the LolaVie line is made from naturally derived plant-based goodness. You're not going to get silicones here if that bothers you. Sulfates, parabens, gluten, none of that. And of course, it's cruelty-free and vegan. Their in-shower trio of the LolaVie Restorative Shampoo and Conditioner plus the LolaVie Intensive Repair Treatment is going to turn your shower experience into a spa-like retreat. Then you hit it with the lightweight hair oil or the glossing detangler that Jess was talking about, and you're going to have, I don't know, Jennifer Aniston-worthy hair, if that's your thing.
Unlock Jennifer Aniston approved hair at LolaVie.com. As our loyal listeners, you'll get an exclusive 15% off your entire order when you use the code MASCARA at checkout. That's 15% off your order at LolaVie.com. That's spelled LOLAVIE.com with promo code MASCARA.
Please note you can only use one promo code per order and discounts cannot be combined. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you.
All right, so this is our baby beauty editor best of. But really, if we're doing a best of, I think this would be 2 hours, a good 2 hours for sure. So we've got to keep this tight. I want to set the stage here. This is not a best products ever or best vintage beauty products. This is top products that we loved when we were baby beauty editors. That time span is short and it's finite. It starts around, Jen, when did you start working in the beauty industry? And that does not include like high school being into beauty or something like that. This is like, when did you start working as a professional?
Working, because my first job was retail, was 98 or 99. I was working in beauty retail.
Okay, cool.
But my first magazine job wasn't until a little bit later. But yes, go ahead.
Okay. For me, I started interning at Jane in 2000. So I had exposure to all the products. My first magazine job was 2003 at W. That's when it was like starting. And then I think I'm going to move it up to like the...
How convenient. That's what's so hot with the kids right now.
The
turn of the century, the 90s and the early aughts.
The end date is going to be like, I'm closing it 2010.
Oh, okay. I didn't really get the years on mine, but I think I'm in there. I'm in there with the things I'm bringing to the table.
Okay. I'll tell you if I feel like we're out of bounds.
All right. Bring up your first memory. What do you have?
Okay. My first memory, well, it's not my first memory. It's just one that I really loved. We've talked about this brand till the cows come home. Urban Decay.
Okay.
When their little shadows were in little, like, they look like little manhole covers, there was a great shade called Midnight Cowboy. This was a neutral that was glittery. It was like a glittery neutral. It was like such a great time because it was like, this was when neutrals were just glittery. Of course they were glittery. If we want to be understated, let it be like, you know what it reminded me of? It was like Britney Spears' bodysuit, that shimmery nude bodysuit.
Right, right.
You know, like I forget which awards. It was like MTV Awards and she came out.
Illusion mesh and like encrusted.
It was an illusion mesh.
You know what that made me think of? First of all, I was like, wait, Midnight Cowboy's not around anymore? I didn't know.
Is it around? I don't think it is.
Second of all, you were either, this was the thing, these were the neutral shadows, and I'm talking about probably people that are like medium skin tone and lighter only.
Yeah.
But if you were that skin tone, you were either the Steal a Kitten girl or you were the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy girl. Because, of course, it had glitter, as you said.
Yeah, it had a lot of glitter. But it wasn't like chunky. It was like a very beautiful, fine illusion mesh glitter. Perfect for 9 a.m. at work.
There's a Space Cowboy now. Moondust by Urban Decay.
It wasn't Space Cowboy. It was completely
this doesn't
my
look,
life.
It's inspired by probably Midnight Cowboy, which I remember well, obviously. It was a classic.
It was so great.
Oh, good one. Wait, I can bring a little shimmer because, like, yeah, I don't know how good this was for the environment. I probably didn't know that at this point. Shimmer was in everything.
But now they have biodegradable shimmer.
It's true. It's true. We've evolved. Innovation has come.
Yeah,
but
not negging shimmer.
Mine was shimmery too. Very nostalgic. There was like in the early aughts, we were very hot for like the 1950s. There was a lot of like that glamour Marilyn Monroe throwback.
Yes.
And we had a little girl called Kitten and she went to Paris. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Benefit?
Yes. The Benefit Cosmetics Powder Puff. I think it was lavender with like a black satin bow. I used to put it on my legs because I'd wear a little mini skirt. And no, it was not cool to wear tights then.
No.
You had to have bare legs, which was like ridiculous. And I would shine them all up with Kitten Goes to Paris. What? Why was it even called that?
I love that Jen Goldstein was shining her legs up with Kitten Goes to Paris.
Heck yeah, I was. Where else was Kitten going? I don't know. There was only Paris, right?
It was a time, it was like, you think Coquette is like in fashion now? You've not seen anything yet. Like
no,
everything
and I
had
loved
a bow
the
on
powder
it.
puff of it all. I thought powder puffs were so fun.
I feel like a lot of brands had a powder puff. Urban Decay had a powder puff moment too with some of their
Jessica
like
Simpson had powder puffs.
Yeah. Avon had a powder puff. Mary Kay had a powder puff.
Guerlain Meteorites had like, it wasn't quite a puff, but it was like a little, but then they also had some stuff with a mini puff in there. Caron Paris, that's a little further back in the makeup timeline. Puff Central over there.
Puffs, I don't know what happened to puffs, but I definitely feel like they have a place right now in this moment. Okay, that is not going to be Benefit's last mention on this list. I'm going to kind of double them up, okay? Because I know there's a lot we want to cover. The first one is Benefit Bathina.
First it was Bathina. I was like, oh, I always call it Bathina.
Bathina.
Oh, yeah.
So can you explain what this is, Jen?
I can, sure. But it's your pick. It was, she was a pencil case. You've described it as like a metal pencil case.
Metal
and
pencil
inside
case.
there was a pinkish balm with a little bit of shimmer, because everything had a little shimmer, that had like
And a puff.
Oh, it had a puff. It wasn't like a feathery puff. It was like a spongy puff with a little ribbon that you would stick your hand in and you would wipe that on. And it was, I remember like a lily of the valley smell. It was like, or muguet.
Like a rosy.
That's the same thing, right? Like, maybe it was a rose. Maybe it was a rose.
I think it was
now
a
then.
rosy scent.
It was a soft rose of like your grandmother's powder kind of rose smell. And man, that gave a nice sheen.
That was also for like the girl on the cover. Yeah, like kind of a pinup. That was not like a super overtly sexy. It wasn't like she was wearing a bustier, but she had like a silky kind of robe on. You'd put this on after you showered. It would just make you, it was like almost like a nylons for your body to give you that kind of feeling.
Where
like
did Athena go?
It was a beautiful franchise, and they also did a fragrance that I wore all the time. It was like a great everyday fragrance. It was a great franchise. I don't know why they stopped doing it. Silly, so good. Okay, moving on to another one. This is the last, at least for me, last benefit mention, but it's funny that we have 3 benefit mentions. I'm just going to double up. I'm going to do 2 in 1.
Yeah, let me hear
while we're
it.
in benefit. We're stacking benefit. By the way, no kickbacks from benefit here. I mean, we'll tell you whenever we're going to add, but this feels like a lot of benefit for one call.
They were huge then.
They
was
were
like
huge.
The it brand. Okay, go ahead.
Huge. Benetint. That had a hold, not only because it was such an innovative product, but the backstory was very sensational.
They still use the backstory in the marketing for Benetint.
Do they?
Like, it's still around, and they actually have leaned into it more. We baby beauty editors, it was like one of those cult finds, and like you're never going to believe what this was invented for, because it was a little racy for its time.
It was a little racy for its time, which now feels almost sweet.
Do people know this story? Yeah, go ahead and say.
Well, it was adult entertainers, right, would put the Benetint on their nipples. But I think wasn't it also inspired by, and please don't quote me on this, the color of your nipple would match the lips?
I remember the crushed rose petals, and that Jean and Jane in their shop, the adult entertainers would come in and needed something to make their nipples look pinker. And I'm thinking now they must have been white ladies, because it was like a pinking. There wasn't a dark shade. It was just like a reddish pink color. But then, of course, you'd put it on your lips and your cheeks instead.
There is a brand, which it's funny, this is such a new, I remember like doing something at Cosmo once, like, oh, if you want to find the perfect lip color, look at for you look at the color of your nipple. There's actually a brand now called Flirt that I just found out about.
Yeah.
It's an app. You take a Flirt with an E. You take a picture of your nipple with this app. By the way, like it encodes, like it's not sending it to the masses, like it protects, your picture, and it will recommend 3 lip colors for you and then send them to you. Like it's their own label. But it sends you the perfect lip color in the spirit of the Benetint phenomenon.
I have never looked at the color of mine. I don't even know what color that would be, but that is meant to be a very flattering, neutral kind of lip color. Who knew?
And then, it turns out from this company, they told me that people choose the darker one.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh my God, I might want to try it.
I know, I kind of want to check it out too.
Yeah, but Benetint was classic. That, of course, though, is still available. And then they have other versions of other colors of it now, but a classic.
But that one hit for me. Okay, enough about Benefit.
No, you got me thinking about cult favorite products, which nobody really says anymore, because I feel like everything that is a cult favorite quickly goes viral on TikTok. And then, like this rosemary hair oil or whatever it is, it would take a while for this to trickle out to the masses. And then you would like quietly whisper about X product. I wasn't thinking of those when I was doing this exercise for you today. I was thinking more like what I wish I still had in my repertoire. So the one that came up was, this is a reach, Z Bugatti face cream.
I need to know who is listening to this and is shaking and is nodding their head. Please give us a shout, because Jen, you went deep into the recesses of your memory for this one.
Well, here's why, because my skin's always dry. And I was like, I just need like a nice, luscious moisturizer that the next morning you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm still more, like it just, nothing stays in my skin these days. Like I'll put creme de la mer, the original, wake up and I'm still dry. Clearly my skin is very different than it was back then. However, Z Bugatti did this. So I looked up, I was like, oh, wait, I can still buy it. It's like a very small website now, but I think I'm going to get another jar. It came in this black and gold. It looked like a 90s mall. Like it was like a black slick with the gold foil. And Z Bugatti. I think she was a derm or I don't know. There was a Bugatti there. It might have been a woman. Your face
How much
creams.
was it? Do you remember?
Oh, I got it for free because I was working at Sephora at the time. It was like $154. And this was before people knew about Botter and were playing Augustinus prices.
Yeah.
And it wasn't ever that popular. Like Creme de la Mer was definitely like the popular face cream. But this was like for if you knew and, La Mer was too waxy thick for you and you wanted something like with more of a slip, Z Bugatti.
I never tried Z Bugatti, but I remember like seeing it. And I think it was in the Bliss catalog. Or was it in Sephora too?
Well, yes, I actually wrote copy for the Sephora catalog. Yes, Sephora used to have catalogs. And if you bought Z Bugatti from it, I probably wrote the copy. But yeah, it was definitely, Bliss sold it too, for sure. Yeah, good
so
memory.
Cool. All right. My next one, I don't know if they still make it. They definitely don't make it in the way that I remember it, but I saw something on their website. Clarins, well, first of all, Clarins was like had a different place in the universe when we were baby beauty editors. They had a great spa and store on Madison Avenue in New York. And they were just kind of like, why are you laughing?
Like one of my most embarrassing baby beauty editor stories happened at the Clarins.
What happened? I'm like, now like nervous and intrigued.
No, it's like, do you remember it was on the Upper East Side? And it was like a little upstairs room and it was so chic.
Yeah.
I clogged the toilet at Clarence.
Oh my God, Jen.
It wouldn't flush. It wasn't like anything bad or gross. It just like wouldn't flush. So like there was just like clear water. It was not like, guys, like it went down somewhat, but like it was to the point where I was like, do I say something? I had left the spa room to like go.
Well, did you say something?
I didn't because it wasn't overflowing. It was just like up to the rim. And like forever after I was like, this is why you can't do nice things, Jen. You don't belong in the Upper East Side and the Clarence Face Spa because this is what happens.
And they closed it. So
probably because the plumbing broke and it was all my fault.
Jen.
Sorry.
Jen.
Back to the Clarence products.
Well, I loved that little spa. Love Clarins. Their color products were great. But my favorite product was they had something called a relaxing spray. They had this like turquoise line. Do you remember it? It was like bright turquoise.
Talked about it with Scent Marketing.
With Caroline, yeah.
Yeah.
The relaxing spray was incredible. And at the time that I was using that, I was a heavy user of the relaxing spray. I was living on Avenue B in a 5th floor walk-up. Shout out Erin Kelly.
Oh, did you go to Arlene's Grocery?
That's on the Lower East Side, but that was a little,
Little Alphabet City music venue.
Downtown, yeah.
Yeah, I used to go there all the time. What if we danced together? We didn't even know each other. Okay, back to the Clarence.
And it was such a tiny little place, and it was relaxing, like we made it relaxing, but it was not like a relaxing luxury vibe. But it gave our apartment and my room a super luxury spa feel. Mm-hmm. And I have a very deep connection to that scent. I don't see it like sold anywhere anymore. And I don't think it's the same space. I don't think it's the same exact scent. But just that whole line just felt spa and felt luxury to me.
What was the scent? It wasn't Eau de Nuit. It was the turquoise relaxy one.
It was just called relaxing.
So was it like lavender?
It was like, it smelled a little cologne and a little lavender. It smelled like, I feel like people got getting away from like true spa scents. It just smelled like a damn spa.
Okay. Like cologne as in the German town where it was born with the classic notes of a cologne.
Yeah, it just smelled so great. And I sprayed it everywhere, on my sheets, everywhere. I was like a nut.
Oh, if we got you that smell right now, it would totally bring you back.
It would probably mess me up a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, it was great.
All right, hit me with another.
Okay, here's another one. Ready? Do you remember, this is depths of like skincare, like the Z Bugatti, the brand T. Leclerc?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That brand was cool. That brand, they had beautiful skincare. They had a cleansing milk that was just very hydrating, and it was like a lotion. And whatever happened to that one? If anyone knows, please DM me. Tell me.
Wait, when you said T. Leclerc, because in my head I'm now like, I think I'm working at Sephora because I'm like putting things in buckets. I'll say B. Camins.
Oh, that was the maple syrup brand, right?
Yes. I don't know why they go together in my head, but T. Leclerc, I totally remember it. They had like they might have had a powder too.
They had a banana powder.
Yeah, it was like a makeup artist loved that powder.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit of a Laura Mercier kind of competitor in that space. And powders were like huge. Everybody was powdering their face. Oh my God, Tila Clark. Good one,
Tila
Jess.
Clark was awesome. That was one of my favorite products, the cleansing milk.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen, hit me.
Okay. So I love this line. It's still available in Asia, but Anna Sui makeup. And I was like, I can't even begin to tell you about my friends. Their lipstick bullet came up and it had like a rose on the top. Everything looked like a black art deco vanity. No, sorry, Baroque. You're better at the art periods than me. What is that black kind of vinyl mirror that like, it's a little Baroque-y feeling?
I would say it's kind of like, more like Rococo.
Rococo, thank you. Thank you, which was very big in decor at that time too, by the way. There was a definite Rococo moment. And so
it's like goth Rococo.
Yeah. And I would take any of those products back, but the one that speaks to me right now is, do you remember Ring Rouge?
Yeah.
So Ring Rouge was a black Rococo little rosette that you would wear as a ring, but you popped it open and there was lip gloss inside. And why is nobody doing a lip gloss ring right now? That would sell like gangbusters. But here's the thing. It only came in one size. And so all the girls at the office are like, look, and I have large man hands. I could like get it on my pinky.
Large man hands.
I actually do. I just bought a pair of gloves and I was like, wow, that's my glove size. I had to measure the circumference of my hand. I'm an extra large in women's gloves.
I feel like fancy gloves are the kinds where you're different sizes. I'm just like, okay, I'll order those gloves. What kind of gloves?
That's because you have lady hands that fit in all the gloves. If you were me and you had my size hands, you would understand that it's hard to buy gloves in a regular Marshalls because none of them fit because they're all so tight. Every time I buy gloves, I'm like, I can't even move my hand. They split in 2 seconds because I tear them because my big, who's the green guy that busts out of the shirts?
The Hulk?
The Hulk. My hands are very hulky in a woman's glove. Anyway, back to the story. Ring Rouge went on my pinky, even though other people could wear it elsewhere.
Chic.
And there was like a corally sparkle gloss, and you'd pop it open, you'd stick your little pinky in there, and you'd dab, and up. You're down at Arlene's Grocery circa 2002. I don't know.
Nice.
Continue. Do you have any more?
I mean, do I have any more?
I don't know how much people will be able to put up with us for that, how much longer we can do this.
Okay. You know what? They know where the off button is.
It's our show.
Okay.
So they know where the off button is?
Yeah. So, okay, I'll do one more.
All right, I'll allow it.
I really loved MAC's early collabs because now they do a collab like I don't know, actually maybe they've slowed down. I need to check in, but there was a minute where MAC was pumping out a collab every month, right? It was like this celebrity, that celebrity, this Kermit the Frog. Okay, do you remember MAC's Heatherette collection?
Heatherette, what a moment!
That
of course you love
foolish
Heatherette.
Me. My mother in her 70s still had some pieces that I've left behind.
From the MAC Heatherette collab?
Yeah. Because she just doesn't throw out the stuff that I've kept in boxes in my bedroom. And I was like, Mom, like get rid of this. It's 20 years old. This is like collecting bacteria. Foolish me, I did a clean sweep over the past couple of years. Every time I'll go home to my parents' house.
Yeah.
And like they've moved with this stuff over like the past 20 years. And I'll throw it away. Not only is this stuff on eBay,
yeah, I see
other
that.
psychotic collectors like myself are like looking for these pieces. Also, there was a SKU from the Heatherette collection, which is still the best lipstick I've ever worn, and I've never found it ever again. It was a peachy pink. It was a peachy pink cream lipstick.
Was it Sock Hop? I'm looking at the names.
That
Flesh
sounds
Pot?
familiar. Was it the peachy pink?
That looks like the peachiest one of
I think that
I'm
was
looking
it.
online, and they're gorgeous. 2009 was the year for those, so you just made it with your little cutoff you gave yourself. Heatherette. This tracks.
They did one that was like with Faffy around the same time. They were just like really good. And I think it was because they were new, but the colors were great. They weren't that big. Maybe it's just because they were exciting.
Oh, what a time.
It was a time.
What a time.
All right, finished.
I'm out. I only brought 3. But you know what I'm thinking?
You only brought 3?
Yeah. I could go through a Bliss catalog and probably remember every page and tell you what was on it.
I mean, some of these products, they dance around my head. They
of course,
dance
same here.
around my
That's why
head.
I'm going to allow us to revisit this little segment whenever we damn well feel like it. How about that?
I would love to hear, because I'm sure some folks are listening and they're like, wait, do you remember this? Or like, this reminds me of that. I would love to hear from our listeners if they have any products from this general era.
2000 to 2010, that decade.
What just kind of like lives on? What's unmatched?
DM us. Tell us. Email us, info@fatmascara.com. Let's go raise a wand. Okay, that was fun. Walk down memory lane.
Good times.
Good times. It's time to raise a wand. That's why I wanted to get over here because poor June Bride, the clock's ticking. June's coming. She needs a perfume. If anybody hasn't listened to episode 516 yet, we switched up Raise a Wand a little bit. We have our listeners calling in or emailing us, 646-481-8182, info@fatmascara.com, with your homework, with your requests for the rest of the fam so that we can help you solve a problem. June Bride wanted a white, she said white floral, but it was basically she wants a fragrance she's going to remember for her wedding. And I think she was onto something with the white floral idea. And so did the fam. So if you're ready, Jess, should we hear what people had to say?
Yeah, let's hear what they have to say.
My suggestion for the June Bride is the Creed Love and White perfume or the Creed Love and White Summer. Love you guys.
So funny. Like truly when I first heard June Bride, I was like, Creed Love and White. It was my first instinct as well because it's not wrong. It's a good instinct. It's very popular, these two scents.
Yeah.
But I don't know. No, because they are very luxurious. So it's not like you're going to buy this at a department store. Like this is a luxury perfume. So it's not that popular, but it is memorable. It's a gorgeous white floral. Okay, let's go to the next listener. Has an idea for our June Bride.
Hi, ladies. I have a recommendation for the bride who's getting married in June, a perfume recommendation. I splurged on a beautiful perfume. I'm going to butcher the name. Kiko Mercherie, and the perfume is Peau de Pêche. And I do not pretend to be any sort of expert on describing perfumes, but I would describe it as, at first, it does have kind of a soapy note, but that quickly evolves into a very clean, fresh, slightly floral, slightly fruity, do smell the peach, but it's a very sophisticated, sensual, sultry peach, and it's also clean at the same time. That's the best I can do. But it's really, really beautiful. I did splurge on it. I still have the bottle because you only need just a tiny bit. It has beautiful throw to it, but it's not too, I usually love skin scents that really wear close to the skin, and you can definitely smell this, but it's still subtle. So that is my recommendation. Thanks, lady. Love your show.
Okay, I like that too. I'm not familiar with that particular scent. I know the brand, but I don't know the scent. So I like a surprise. One white floral that I've been wearing is Regime de Fleur Tour Tour. It's soft. It's a very sophisticated white floral. It's not too big. I like it. That's something you might want to check out.
That's your
I like
advice
Tour
for her?
Tour. Mm-hmm.
I thought about this a lot over the last week and a half because I didn't want to give her gardenia. I didn't want to give her tuberose. I didn't want it to be too heady of a white floral. You told me ethereal and cloud-like. I took that home. And I decided freesia because I feel like freesia's poised for a little comeback. Where did freesia go? And I was thinking back of like the freesia scents I've loved. I think I have the perfect thing for you because I have to explain though. It's Jo Malone Pear and Freesia. But here's the trick. I'm going to need you to get both the body cream and the perfume. And here's why. When you wear a Jo Malone London body cream, your clothes that you are wearing with that body cream get infused with the scent. And it stays in your skin. And then if you layer the perfume on top, it's like they just work so lovely together that like you get the warmer version down to your skin. And then throughout the day, you have sillage because you're wearing both and it has longevity. And you might be thinking, Pear and Freesia might not have a lot of longevity. I'm telling you, if you do the body cream and then the spray, everything you wore on your wedding will forever have that scent. People you hug, you'll be in a cloud of Freesia. And the pear is not fruity,
That's
right?
pretty.
You know this scent.
That's really pretty. Yeah,
It's
I
not
do.
fruity. It really reads as a floral. Oh,
Also, like Jo Malone, there's not like Jo Malone scents are never offensive. Jo Malone London, like they're never.
Yeah.
They're very clear.
Also, I don't know what her wedding theme is going to be like, but who doesn't love the Jo Malone packaging? You could, like just a classic little black velvet ribbon around the, Okay, I'm done. I don't have new homework for people, but wow, you guys love this because I got a lot of messages from people who want help from the fam. So let's play our next homework. Here it is.
Hey, Jen and Jess. I love the podcast. I'm looking for a recommendation for 2024. I love the SK2 facial treatment masks, but they are extremely expensive, so it's just not sustainable for me. I'm looking for a serum or another mask that mimics the way that it makes my skin feel, something without fragrances and essential oils. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Okay, another person not leaving their name, but hi, thanks for listening, whoever you are. I know you didn't ask for a dupe. She wants SK2-like. I know that quality she's talking about, that your skin gets that hydrated from within, right? It's hard to replicate. I'm thinking, you guys think too.
Hydrated
if you
from
have
within.
a product, it didn't have to be a sheet mask. It could also probably be a serum, as she said, or an essence that gives skin that kind of quality. And if you've tried an SK2, you know what we're talking about. Call in and tell us, because I really want to know this too. I'm going to do some research over the next week, but tell us what we can do for SK Dupe Lady, 646-481-8182, or email us your voice memo, info@fatmascara.com. She didn't specify. She said it could be a sheet mask because that's what she wants to replicate for not that much money, because those sheet masks are pricey.
Mm-hmm.
I think an essence could do it, but you might have to layer something on top to get that. I don't know. Let's all think on it, shall we? Someone's going to come with the Cosrx probably. They have like a don't know. Let's be original. All right. Do you have any raise the wands, or shall we leave it at that?
I'm going to leave it at that right now. I'm going to ruminate on this SK2 for less moment.
Me too.
Because I believe that we deserve hydration for less. We deserve to glow.
At all price points, we deserve to
At
glow.
all price points, yeah.
Dream on it. Dream on it as you get your beauty sleep.
I do it. Can I just also want to direct you to the Sean Garrett episode, because I think there might be some tips in there. And I do remember him talking about like how we can build layers of hydration.
Layers of hydration.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with the treatment mask, though. You felt like you had applied essence, moisturizer, and a mask, and it had sat, and you had a little facial when you take that treatment mask off. And that's what we're going for, layers of hydration.
Yeah. And I felt like there was like, I left that interview being like, this is how I'm going to build.
Yeah, with moisture sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, moisture sandwich. So yeah, that's not a direct answer, but check it out.
Check it out. Get your beauty sleep. We have like a special collab episode for you on Friday.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us, or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Raise the Wand product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.
Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
This message comes from BOF sponsor eBay. You'll know real when you get it. It'll say eBay Authenticity Guarantee. And you'll feel it. Maybe it's a head-turning handbag, a watch that says it all, jewelry that makes you look like the gem, or sneakers and streetwear so fresh every step feels fly. eBay gets it. So look for the blue check mark next to that thing you love, and be confident that every inch, stitch, sole, and logo is checked by experts. With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, you can trust that feeling of real is always in reach. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal. Visit ebay.com for terms.